was a way to show respect to the audience and respect your own business. It was a way to protect it.
I am Mr. Richie Moon, and I'm Kayfabe Avenue, and I'm Kayfabe Focus.
It's Kayfabe Avenue.
Ladies and gentlemen, heels and faces, casual wrestling fans, and all you smart marks, I'm Mr. Richie Moon.
And I'm Kayfabe AJ.
And I'm E.A.
And this is Kayfabe Avenue, and this is the Great, is it American Bash, or is it the Great American Bash? Is it the Great American Bash?
It's NXT, the Great American Bash.
NXT, the Great American Bash, predictions night, dose.
Yeah, night 2, so go back
Let's
and
do it.
watch our review, listen to our review on the podcast. We have day 1 of both Fyter Fest and NXT, so go check that out. And as well as our predictions. So night 2, we kind of held off on giving any predictions because the card was kind of released late. So
Just releases today.
yeah, I mean, they would still added a match today, so it's really not even a long card. There's only about 4 matches, but the main event obviously having big ramifications. So let's start off with the bottom of the card, which seems to be Legado del Fantasma, which is El Fantasma's new stable.
Right.
With the unmasked luchadors. And we have versus Drake, Maverick, and the returning Breezango. So what are you guys' thoughts on that match?
I'm going to go with Drake, Maverick, and Breezango because of reasons.
Because of reasons that I think El Fantasma's group is being like really dominant. I think they're gonna continue that because if you think about it, the only serious person we can really take serious in that group is Drake Maverick at this point. And even he has his jokey comedic moments. So I don't think I see a win in their future. I think I'm gonna go for El Fantasma's group, and they're gonna win, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the only one that really stands out because it's like a made up group with Breezango and Drake. Like we never seen them before ever collaborate before in a wrestling match ever. So this is kind of like a random.
Not only
thing
that,
they
Breezango just came back from injury. This is probably maybe his second, third match back.
Right.
So it's
Fandango. It's not even Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze been sitting in the wing, yo. Free Tyler Breeze, man. Because I love him, yo.
Tyler
Breeze has not been injured for like 3 years, and we don't see him unless Fandango come back, and then we always gotta wait for him. You know what I'm saying?
Thing. Tyler Breeze went back to NXT by himself.
Yeah.
They could have did it, and then once Fandango was available again, boom, they packaged him right back.
Nah, they let him.
And Fandango got injured again.
Yeah, they put him on up, down with the New Day all day, and you know what I mean? Like, come on, like give him some matches. I was so happy when he had that match with Ricochet. Like Ricochet had like an open challenge match. And then it come to find out it was Tyler Breeze, and they put on a fire match. I'm like, yo, this guy is so talented. What are y'all doing with him? He doesn't have to wait for Fandango every time. You know what I mean? They're a great tag team, yes, but put him out there. But I don't see them.
You know how WWE creative, especially main roster creative, is. They got nothing for him, and then even when they were trying to do something with him, it was always like comedic, like he was the boy who like
but like, he's talented. He's real talented.
I mean, on Raw when he first debuted, I did like what they were doing. They gave him like the couch on the side. He had his own little VIP lounge and shit. But it's like they gave up on him almost instantly.
They should have with Breezango. They should have had to be a bit more serious and still do the funny stuff. It's always better when they're presented more serious. But they can stuff so you can get over more that way. Who is booking this crap?
I don't know, but I will say before we move on, the League of Phantasma, they actually been booked really strong.
For real. You know what I mean? And they brand new. Like this is a brand new, and they already looking 10 times better than Breezango been looking for the past year and change. You know what I mean? Like that's come on, man. What are y'all doing?
Yeah, who's the League of Phantasmo? You know?
Say what? Say that again.
You know who the League of Phantasmo is? That's legitimately
No. I've been watching. Yeah. I know. The leader, because there was a situation that happened last week. Like I didn't really get to finish seeing the whole NXT, or maybe the week before, but they've been looking real good. That like
this honestly, off the top of my head, I forgot the names besides the son of Phantasmo, which is when I first saw him on NXT, my instant thought was that's a long ass freaking name. That's a mouthful right now. Like, so getting hold of the name in general is already rough. But it's been a couple luchadors that have been debuting on NXT over the past couple weeks, and they've been unmasking, and they turn into like this kind of like they're like Los Ingonables, the Japan and Los Ingonables. They're basically them, but in NXT. That's the easiest way to describe them. But they've been like real badass. They've been picking on Maverick. They put him through a table in a crazy fashion.
That's exactly what that's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah,
like, they did something and I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Group of guys that beat him down, and then the leader was the one that put him through the table.
That's good though. Like, yo, you debuting and you putting them immediately strong. Like that means they got a bright future. You know what I mean? God bless.
Yeah, the fucked up thing is Rey Mysterio has been pushing for a Latin group, you know, like
for the longest,
like a LWO for the longest time.
And like, they never wanted to pull that.
NXT seems like the only place that people can thrive storyline wise and creative wise. Like this group would have been a perfect fit for like a Rey Mysterio trying to gauge
be the leader
against Seth Rollins' group, you know? This would have been perfect like group for that. And I feel like WWE in general, when it comes to like stables, outside of New Day, that's like what 6 years together now.
Right.
Outside of New Day, they have been like failing when it comes to stables. So I'm hoping that this group kind of like withstands the test of time. But then again, it is NXT. They did give us an Undisputed Era, and that run has been ridiculous for them. So, you know, probably if they stay in NXT, I can see a big long-term run. But as far as this match, I'm going for the League of Del Phantasmo.
Yeah, same here. You know what I mean? They've been booked strong. There's no point for them to be losing now unless they're going to start a push with them three. But I don't see it happening.
I don't see them going over on these guys. They've been booked super strong, and they're aggressive. They're like, you know, not to take away from the talent on the other team, but they're extremely talented. Like,
yeah.
With the League of El Phantasmo in general.
Hashtag free Tyler Breeze, man.
I mean, we can't even say free them if they choose to stay. I'm pretty sure Tyler Breeze's contract has come up a couple times.
Right.
Like, easy NXT money,
but is he really? Because let's be honest, he was rising in NXT. Then they pushed him back. I think he changed his gimmick, became Prince Pretty, all that pop. Main roster, push back
again.
Did good pushback. Like he's stuck in that habit. So I don't know. I just don't see it for them.
I know he also running a wrestling school with somebody else. I don't remember who. I think I'm not sure if it's Heath Slater or something. But he also runs a wrestling school as well. So that's why his time is also limited. Like you will see him for 1 week and then you won't see him for like a month. And then he'll come back and have a random match.
You can run a wrestling school without having to be physically present all the time. And
yeah, so
at this
I
point,
understand
there's
that
really
too.
no reason for them not to push somebody like a Tyler Breeze, considering how long he's been in NXT, how long he's been in the system, period. He could teach the new guys the system. So,
but he's a great talent, man. Like he should have been.
I think guys like Finn Balor coming back down kind of took the shine off him. And then we had Boricua Taker come in, and We got, you know,
You
all
speak
these
of
new
the
guys.
Archer of Infamy, Damian Priest.
Yes. Yes, I speak of the
Damian
Archer of
Priest.
Infamy because he speaks exactly like this.
Oh,
Right.
God.
We emphasize every word. But there's such an influx of guys that I think Tyler Breeze is really just getting overlooked. I don't think they're gonna do it here. You know, maybe down the line for the tag team title run if they both can stay healthy. But yeah, let's move on to the next match.
Let's do it.
Next match is Johnny Gargano versus Isaiah Scott Swerve. Now, I'm a little confused as to why this match is even happening. Am I complaining? No, I'm not, because we already know Johnny Wrestling is going to give us probably the highlight of the night. And Isaiah Scott Swerve, he's amazing too. I've actually been wanting to see a lot more from him. I feel like he's kind of been another one that's like floating in the ranks of NXT.
They had him in that tournament. It's gonna be a good match because both of them are good wrestlers. I mean,
I think it was just
something happened for last week, and then now they're here, so they're wrestling for reasons.
Yeah, it was like a situation that happened with Candice and him on the side, and then they try to break that up, and then Isaiah tried to break that up, and Johnny tried to break it up, and then they got into it, and then here we are. So
wait, I think Isaiah Scott Swerve got involved in that instead of Keith Lee.
Yeah, something happened.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Keith Lee like that doesn't make sense.
That's the reason why they got the street fight now, Mia Yim and Candice LeRae, because they just had the 3-on-3. You know what I'm saying? Last week. So they made those two matches for that one little altercation.
Who do you go for, Gargano or Isaiah Scott?
Yo, time limit draw. I think this is gonna be the highlight match of the night.
Time limit draw. That's a big statement.
Time limit draw. It's gonna be nah.
I would actually love that because I think Isaiah Scott would benefit more from a win than Gargano. Gargano can actually afford a loss. But with his monster like heel run going on right now, I don't really see him losing.
I want to see a 5-star. I want to see both of them go crazy because Isaiah Scott is amazing. Yes, absolutely. And he
should win, or I think he's gonna win, but he should cheat. That's all.
Yeah. It shouldn't be a clean pin or submission. Something. It should be something with some bullshit at the end.
Yeah,
so that way they can continue.
DQ.
Yeah. So they can continue the story because
maybe Evil Array comes out and helps interfere or something like that.
Yeah. So there's a good chance it could be.
Who knows? This match could have Evil Array come out, help Johnny get the win, and they could blend directly into her match against Mia Yim in the street fight. So
I just don't like how random it was. Like they just put it together off of this one altercation. I look at you wrong. We breaking up a fight, and then we start arguing, and now here we are on a I guess quote unquote pay-per-view type situation. Like I could have built this a little longer.
I mean, this could be the start. Like that's what I'm saying. I agree with a DQ finish or a cheat to win finish on Johnny Gargano's behalf because we don't want to see Isaiah Scott lose any steam. We need him to build steam at this point. So it makes the most sense for him to either win or lose in a way that makes him look strong or makes him look like he has another shot.
He can get like a visual. He can get like a visual pin on Gargano, like the ref just doesn't see it. So you can see that.
It will be I don't want a clean win on Gargano. I'm not saying that it won't happen, but it wouldn't make sense if it, because then it would just look like I just made the match just to fill up time. Yeah. And that's not fair on Scott's behalf.
I mean, I can see this rivalry starting out of here and ending up for the long run. Because,
definitely.
I mean, they've invested in Isaiah Scott as far as like the cruiserweight division, and they highlighted him in multiple times, like in 205 Live and on NXT simultaneously. So it's like now's the time to really build and pull the trigger on this guy. So I can definitely see this being like a rivalry going out. So on this instance, I think Gargano with the DQ or like
a fuck finish or something. Yeah, I even take a double count out, you know what I mean, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm going with Gargano. I believe Rich also goes with Gargano?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gargano for a non-clean win.
What about you, E?
I'm saying I agree. That's what I want. You know what I mean?
Alright,
Because it will make the most sense so that it could last a little longer, so that way we can start building
with my dream
Isaiah.
booking and maybe Candice LeRae interfering and just bleeding into the Mia Yim match. With that being said, it being a street fight, who do you think is going to take this? I think, me personally, I'm going for Evil LeRae. I feel like since her heel turn, her character has been better, but she hasn't gotten that real necessary victory. So I'm going for her in this match, so it could propel her eventually to a title run, or like a title shot.
I'm going for Evil LeRae as well.
I agree with both of you guys. But I just want Mia Yim to now like show something, give us something that we could be like, okay, so it's not gonna be something that you could just.
This is my thing about Mia Timms. Like, she,
y'all killing me with that right now, y'all.
Like you could tell, like she's a great athlete. She's amazing in the ring. She knows what she's doing. She has potential. I just don't really mesh with her personality. Like, it's not even nothing against.
I know.
It's just I'm not interested. Like,
yeah, I'm not. She gotta get. I think she has to get a little bit better on the mic. She has to be able to express herself more. Like, I don't know who Mia Timms is.
What if she gets the win?
That's another thing. I mean,
I don't know who Mia Timms is.
We kind of have a good idea of who Candice LeRae is. We have a good idea of almost who every women's wrestler on the roster is.
I would like to hear
LeRae
express herself a bit more. But I mean, but we know who she is. But I don't know who Mia Timms is.
She needs a dusty promo, man. She needs to cut something like that. Like,
she needs to show she had hard times.
Yeah, she had the hard times. You know what I mean? You got to give us the hard times promo. You know what I mean? Or something like.
We all.
But hypothetically, because we all know that Candice is going to take this one. I think it's going to be a good match because I know there's going to be a lot of spots. They're going to pull out chairs and tray tables and all types of silly shit. But what if she does take the match? Like, what does that do for her, Mia Yim?
I mean,
it propels her closer to the title, but nobody really wants to see that right now. And it's
sad. It's like
it's not even. I don't think it's anything against necessarily.
So it's a lose-lose even if she wins.
Evil LeRae just hasn't had her. Evil LeRae, as long as she's been at NXT, has never really had that big story.
But personally, I'm just not interested.
And I don't think people are just really that into me yet for her to be in that position right now.
I mean, all the best
That's
to
sad,
Yim.
yo.
All the best to Mia Yim. Like, but we do need to see another side of her, and outside of her relationship with Keith Lee, outside of any, involvement, I want her. I want to know her on the mic. So moving on to the main event of the night, Adam Cole, NXT champion versus Keith Lee, North American champion. Winner takes all. Now, the controversy surrounding this match is that someone leaked image of Keith Lee winning the championships, and
wait, they got leaked?
Yeah, so someone who was actually in the crowd took a picture and put it on their Twitter or their Instagram. It spread like wildfire. So there's pictures of Keith Lee, confetti, holding both titles up. So it seems like a no-brainer that he's gonna win.
They might have went back to reshoot.
Now they do.
You should have not even said that, man. I'm mad right now.
They do usually give two endings to give us a swerve. With this being leaked, I see Adam Cole winning this, and winning both the North American and retaining the NXT Championship for the sole reason that Keith Lee got leaked. Yep. But I believe if Keith Lee didn't get leaked, he would be winning tomorrow.
They might still,
they might still do it. I hope they still do go with it. Honestly, because it's Keith Lee's time. I'm champion, longest reigning champion.
I would not mind Adam Cole cheating his victory for Undisputed Era to interfere, for him to win, for this to build all the way to the next takeover for Keith Lee.
Yo, whoever leaked it is bad.
To like a big
band,
like a big NXT Live Wednesday, and then have Keith Lee take it because That sucks that it got
I mean,
yeah, they banned. Whoever did that is banned
the
from
Great
the
American
barbecue.
Bash for NXT is literally counter-producing AEW's Fyter Fest. So,
that's all it is.
with that being said, AEW has another pay-per-view esque Dynamite, which is going to be Fight for the Fallen in 2 weeks.
So they're probably gonna
Mark my words. If Adam Cole retains here, in 2 weeks there's going to be a pay-per-view style.
Yep.
Just to counter-produce, and that's where Keith Lee will win the title.
You know what's crazy? I heard Cody was on Busted Open Radio like a couple weeks ago, and he said that the Great American Bash was actually Dusty Rhodes's pay-per-view when they were on WCW.
All of those WCW pay-per-views were Dusty.
He was like, yo, I'm not sweating it, but that's definitely a slap.
It
in
is.
his face.
WWE right now is resubmitting the copyright for Cody Rhodes for the name.
Yeah.
So it's just a big petty fest. That could be a whole other episode. With that being said, who's your pick, regardless of the outcomes and leaks that's out there? I'm going for Keith Lee.
I'm mad. Yo, whoever leaked it is banned.
Yeah, they're banned.
Point back, Sim. Yo, don't even come near to the fucking line.
So
I will make sure Iron Sheik throw you in a clutch early. he working security that night. But
who's your pick, E?
I wanna go with I want Keith to win, man, but I ain't wanna know that he won it. I wanna see it.
Yeah.
It's time for Adam to get out of there. All the other three from the new era don't have no titles. They don't have none holding. It's time for them to go up. You know what I'm saying? It's time for them to come up already.
Who you going for, Rich? Adam Cole, baby. All right. So time's winding down on the clock. The bash is tomorrow. We'll come back to you guys with the reviews for both the second day of Fyter Fest as well as the second day of the bash.
Yep.
With that being said, we could do this all day, Rich.
All day. EA. People know where they can find you at, sir.
You know, I'll be on Twitter. I'm also in the Facebook group. Come see us, Kayfabe Avenue group, and the website. We everywhere. I'm everywhere. We everywhere. all of us.
Yeah.
We everywhere.
You can find me at Kayfabe_AJ on Instagram, as well as the Kayatic Dreams podcast, wherever you find your podcast streaming platforms.
Yep.
You can find me at Kayfabe Avenue on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. You can find the same thing, Mr. Richie. You can find Richie Moon, podcast, YouTube, podcast, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. With that being said, I have been Mr. Richie Moon. This has been Kayfabe AJ. That has been special guest, EA. You know what? I'm going to still call you special guest, EA, because you are special ad guest.
Follow us on Facebook. Facts. Like, subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Facts.
Search us on KayfabeAveWrestling.com.
Facts.
And like I said, show the love. Like, subscribe. This has been Kayfabe Avenue.
We out.
We out of here.
Take us home, Kenny.
Bye. And good night. Bang!